Come on, guys, really. So we made headlines because we quit smoking, because we wore a tie, because at one point I stood sideways like this and became, well, yes, I also quit smoking quite some time ago. You didn't notice in time, and so you missed the scoop, as they say where I'm from.
At a summit dominated by discussions on war, trade, energy security, and global tensions, one world leader managed to capture the Internet's attention for an entirely different reason. Not because of a major diplomatic breakthrough or heated political clash, but because of her reactions. Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni once again became one of the most talked about figures at the 2026 G7 summit in France, with videos of her facial expressions, gestures, and candid interactions spreading rapidly across social media platforms. Within hours, clips of Meloni smiling, rolling her eyes, laughing during conversations, and reacting to comments from fellow leaders were being shared millions of times, with some users even calling her so Italian. Unlike many leaders who maintain a carefully controlled public image, Meloni often appears natural in front of cameras. Whether speaking with other heads of government or reacting to events around her, she rarely hides her emotions. That authenticity has helped make her one of the famous political leaders in the world, and Meloni appeared fully aware of that reality.
Hello, I'm the boss. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good.
How are you? President Trump will arrive in a while, but I suggest, in order to try to not to dishonorize everything, to try to start. I wait for President Lula and President Lee. Georgia is arriving as well. She was with us. Voilà. Muito obrigado. So as we are waiting, when you want to take the floor and request, you press the button on your left. When I give you the floor, you press the button on your right. It's a great added value. I'm happy to.
Well, wish I'd known that a couple of days ago.
Oh, hello, President. Hello.
I'm the boss.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Good.
Okay. Thank you, President. Dear colleagues. We have a photo.
Would you like to stay for the meeting? It's okay with me. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's hot. It's
And we will have lunch here with the business guys, the tech
good
guys.
job last night. He gave me the greatest seat. Did you see him last night?
There are summit photos, and then there are photos that tell an entire story without a single word. Look closely. On one side of the room stands Donald Trump, alone, motionless, waiting. On the other, the rest of the G7 leaders gathered in a tight huddle, chatting, exchanging notes, comparing strategies before the meeting even begins. For a president who arrived in France celebrating what he called a diplomatic breakthrough with Iran, this wasn't exactly the grand entrance of a man commanding the room. Instead, the image looked more like the first day at a new school when every table was already taken. And the timing couldn't be more awkward, because the leaders gathering around that table aren't just discussing Iran, they're discussing Trump. The G7 summit is dominated by two explosive issues: the new US-Iran agreement and the grinding war in Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron says the priority is turning the Iran framework into a solid, serious agreement. European leaders are pushing for rapid implementation, the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, and stability in global energy markets. But behind the diplomatic smiles lies another mission: convincing Trump.
I think yesterday was signed a very important agreement, a peace deal with Iran. And it's a very important one because first it will fix the nuclear issue. And it's a very important matter for peace for the whole world. And it will reopen Hormuz. It will provide peace in Lebanon. And so we are ready to take our fair share of the burden and be part of the commitment of the international community in order to support this deal. And we will discuss about that together and with colleagues later on. But it's a very important step towards peace, but as well for global economy.
We are ready to have mine hunters that are one site that could help with observation missions, and within 48 hours, frigates that could also be deployed, and within 2 to 3 days, the aircraft carrier with the frigates that accompany it, the entire group. Of course, this depends on if it is wanted and desired by the United States of America, Iran, and Oman, the participating parties in the deal and the two parties around the strait.
European leaders want the US president to take a tougher line on Russia, arguing previous peace proposals have tilted too far toward Moscow. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky also joined the discussions, while European officials insisted Russia, not Kiev, is blocking progress toward peace. Trump, meanwhile, says both Vladimir Putin and Zelensky are open to do something about ending the war. Maybe.
Are you going to have a separate meeting with President Zelensky? And what would
I had one.
What would a Ukraine deal look like?
Well, we have one, but we had a good meeting. I'm meeting him later on, too. We had a very good meeting. Look, Russia should make a deal. Russia's lost tremendous amounts of people, and so has Ukraine. Last month, they lost 35,000 soldiers between the two of them. Think of that. This is on a monthly basis. They average 25,000 people, mostly soldiers, young, beautiful people. And it's crazy what's going on there. But we had a meeting, and we'll see how. I spoke with President Putin on Sunday. And it's sort of the same thing. I mean, they just keep going, fighting, losing soldiers. They lose so many soldiers. This is not since World War II has anything like this happened. I settled 8 wars. This was the one I thought was going to be the easiest settled. They There's a lot of dislike between the two leaders, but yeah, I'm meeting with him again later on today.
And are you going to have a special focus on Ukraine?
Well, we're going to look. Now we were focused on Iran. That's going to be in the back, in the rear view mirror. But look, we have nothing to do with it. We sell weapons to them. We don't even give them. Obama gave them $350 billion worth of weapons. Which was crazy. The European Union pays us full price for weapons. But it's not that. It has no impact on us other than we sell weapons. We're thousands of miles away. But the only reason I don't like to see 25,000 young people die every month. Every month, 25,000 people die. Young people, they're just starting their life. They go to this front and they get blown up. And Ukraine is losing a lot of people too. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm going to do whatever I can.